A war rages in the far reaches of planet Earth. Antarctica's pristine waters run red with blood. The Sea Shepherds are the soldiers who wage this war. Their enemy is a group of Japanese fishermen whose chosen catch is whales. The Sea Shepherds say the whalers are violating an international ban on commercial whaling. The whalers say they are legally killing whales for scientific research. Both claim to have the law on their side. These are their battles. This is their war.
That worked well. Yeah.
The Steve Irwin sprints away from the whaler's security ship, the Shonen Maru 2.
Lost them completely now.
Before the small boat teams disabled the Shonen, it could track the Sea Shepherds, relaying their position to the Nishin Maru, the whaler's factory ship.
I'm going to go back and start tracking the Nishin.
Not having a tail at this stage of the season means that we'd be able to head back out into the Ross Sea and be able to search for the Nishin Maru.
We'll have to find them again.
Once we're with the Nishin, we can basically shut down their operations and that'll be the end of their season.
We're heading to that waypoint, Mel, which is 6340, 164.
Wow, look at that.
It's incredible. That blue is crazy, isn't it? The Antarctic is really the last ocean. This is one of the only places where nature is still playing its delicate balance. Whoa, look at that little one. Seeing the various shapes of the icebergs, seeing the birds, seeing the penguins, seeing the whales, reminds the crew that our fight for the whales is not just for the whales, but it goes way beyond that, and I think it's for the Antarctic itself.
Never seen that before. That's amazing.
What is that?
Picked up target again.
That's the Shonen.
Hey, Mel?
Seriously?
Yeah.
8.9. They're at 14.4 now.
The Shonen Maru 2 has resumed speed and tracked down the Steve Irwin once again.
It's kind of a shame, isn't it?
We did stop them in their tracks, but now they're 0.4 knots faster than us right now, so they're catching up. Didn't work that next time.
Yeah, Steve Irwin just isn't playing what she used to do. They believe in killing whales as much as we believe in saving whales. And it's up to us to break their spirit. This fight is so worth winning that there's no acceptability in losing.
The world is a vampire.
Go ahead and bring the pitch up to 22 slowly.
At the mouth of the Ross Sea, the Sea Shepherd vessel Sam Simon lies in wait. Their primary function this year is as a refueling vessel, a role that has taken them out of the hunt for the Nishin Maru, but will allow the other vessels to stay in the chase longer than ever before.
It's frustrating to not be down there right now fighting with Bob Barker and Steve, but you know, the fact is we're doing a really important job that's going to be able to keep us down there for the rest of the whaling season.
Hundreds of miles to the south, the Steve Irwin remains bound by the security vessel.
310.
310? Yeah.
Right now, we have a tail. It will be very, very hard, if not impossible, for the Steve Irwin to locate the Nishin Maru again. So we'll just have to wait till the Bob gets back in the hunt.
On the eastern edge of the Ross Sea, the Bob Barker sits dead in the water. Its engine failed after Captain Hammerstead pushed it beyond its limits.
As with your car at home, not everything can be fixed, but we'll do whatever we can to get the ship running.
Anything for today, Phil? What are your plans for today?
Nothing really.
Good.
Ultimately, the success of our campaign is to save whales' lives. You know, the fact that we're unable to do that, I find really disconcerting. And it became very frustrating very fast.
All right, that's it then, I think.
Peter has a lot of pressure, and I feel really sad and really bad because it's very hard to be on that situation.
We are facing a crisis with the world's oceans. Paul started Sea Shepherd to stop injustice, to stop that atrocity from taking place. He's dedicated his entire life to this cause. He's the reason I joined Sea Shepherd, and I'm supposed to be carrying out his vision. But I feel like I'm not.
That is something. How far? 15. It's not going on the same direction. Do you want to go, Peter?
Right now, we just spot this target on the radar. There is this big suspense because we are not sure what it is, but it's really, really weird.
Oh, what's the speed?
Maximum was 15.
That's a ship. Is that heading for us?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Can we see it?
No, there's no visibility. There's fog over there.
Yeah, there's fog over there. Crossness, crossness.
Can you look if you see
A ship coming towards us?
All right, stand by. Negative.
A weather system is keeping the mystery ship concealed. But the chances of it being anything other than a whaling vessel are very slim.
Hasn't changed course, has it?
No.
What I'm really anxious about is this a harpoon ship? And have we caught a tail?
There are three types of ships in the whaling fleet. The security vessel, which guards the fleet. The Nishin Maru, the whaler's factory ship, and the Sea Shepherd's ultimate target. And three harpoon ships that kill the whales. If the mystery ship reveals itself to be one of the kill ships, it would become a tail, and the Bob Barker would be even further away from attaining the Nishin Maru.
Still doing 15.
15 knots to the nation, though, couldn't it? If it was a harpoon ship, why wouldn't it go faster, right? If they were either whaling or if they were scouting ahead of the Nishin.
The target heading towards us is going 15 knots, which indicates that it may actually be the Nishin Maru and not one of the Yushins, since the Yushins can do much faster than that.
Keep in mind, if they're whaling, all the ships are together.
But if it's the Nishin Maru, we would be in a bad situation. Our engine is still not running.
Maybe it is the Nishin.
Maybe. Because it's a pretty big target.
Yeah.
With the factory ship possibly within reach, Captain Halstead pushes his team to get the engines back online.
Irwin, bridge. We got some movement on radar.
Okay. I'm not ready to call it yet, but it might be the Nishin coming right at us. Yep.
We need to start the engine.
We'll do whatever we can.
All right. Thanks, brother.
Engineers Irwin and Dan scramble to come up with a fast workaround and get the engines running again.
Irwin told me we had to start up the engine. I do feel some pressure. If our repair doesn't work, it could turn catastrophic and end our chase.
Very good at the moment, but we'll just have to see. Time will tell, and we'll keep the ship going, but there is a possibility that we will have to stop again.
With the engine fixed, The only question that remains is which ship is coming straight to us. My greatest fear is that it's going to be a harpoon ship. My greatest hope is that it's the Nishin Maru.
They'll be on our closest point in 6 minutes.
Oh my God, please be the Nishin Maru.
It's a big target.
It's a massive target.
How far now are they?
They are 1.7.
So we should be able to see them soon.
Oh, please be them, please be them.
Cross nest, cross nest. Keep looking, they're very close.
Copy that.
Speed's decreasing. 14.
It'd be awesome if it's the Nishin Maru.
Still slowing down.
It's pretty weird that they're going straight at us.
Now they're slowing down more.
Maybe they saw us.
Maybe.
Right there, man.
Keep look.
Keep looking over
What do you
there.
see? What do you see? Oh, the fog really came in. Can't see anything.
Concealed by the fog, the Bob Barker sits frozen, waiting to identify a mystery vessel moving towards them.
I mean, there's no way they could have seen us, right?
If it's the Nishin Maru, the Sea Shepherds will be in a great position to shut down whaling.
Oh, please be them, please be them.
But if it's a harpoon ship, it will become a tail and broadcast their movements to the factory ship.
There's no way they can see us, though, surely.
Yeah, there's really bad visibility now.
For Peter Hammerstedt, who is leading the entire campaign for the first time, the coming moments will be critical.
Now they're slowing down more.
Maybe they saw us.
Maybe.
Right there, man.
Keep look.
Keep looking over
What do you see? What do you see?
One of the Ushins.
As this object breaks the fog, we all realize that it's a Yushin Maru number 3. The morale in the bridge of the Bob Barker has hit bottom low. This is the worst feeling, pretty much. Now that Steve Irwin and the Bob Barker have a tailing ship, it's gonna be very difficult to find the Nishin Maru. I seriously think the campaign is over for the Bob Barker.
Where are they going?
They're going
To us there? Okay.
Same course.
As soon as I see that the Yushin Maru number 3 was coming towards me, I feel like hope is lost and that the hunt for the Nishin Maru is delayed probably for a long period of time. Hey, Dre. Yeah? Call Sid and ask him what course he thinks we should go in. Yeah, thank you.
Steve Irwin, this is Sid.
Hey, Sid, it's Andrea again. Do you all have a course that you think we should take?
Tell him with the changing weather, maybe a course of northwest.
Might be better for you.
Okay, copy, we'll go northwest. Thank you, Sid.
Right. At this point in the season, the temperatures are much lower. The whales start migrating up north. It's a very krill-rich area, which is the primary food of the whales. So I feel that our best bet to find the Nishin Maru is to head in a northwesterly direction.
Sid recommended a course of northwest.
Northwest? Really? Yeah. Sid tells me, go northwest. But the reason that I don't think that the whaling fleet will be in that area is because there's weather conditions that are far from optimal for whaling. How about this visibility? Jeez. So when I'd head northwest, I know it's a crapshoot. It's a long shot. It's our Hail Mary. See that? Ah, interesting.
Another unknown target appears on the Bob Barker's radar. But with the visibility still limited, the ship cannot be identified.
There's no way it can be weather, right, Ben?
No. It's turning against the direction of the wind, so it's pretty unlikely it's weather.
It'd be nice to get that confirmation as to what it is. You know, we're not out of the battle yet.
Hey, I've got another ship on radar. We spotted them at 18 miles away, heading away from us.
So we need that
Helicopter up as soon as possible. All right, I'll send it up right away.
Let's go and get them.
Helicopter pilot Jahnel will attempt to identify the mystery ship.
I hope we get him today.
Looks like there's a second target. I thought it was an iceberg to begin with.
Yeah.
You see that? It's leaving a trail.
Keep a sharp lookout to the east. On the horizon or below? No, so right on the horizon.
Might have been the greatest leap of faith of this campaign.
Go northwest.
There's something out there. I see it. Yeah, I see it. It's pretty big. Yeah. A Barker from Seawatt. Go ahead, Seawatt.
We think we have it right.
Just have a look through your camera again, right in this direction there.
Oh, I'm excited.
It looks a bit like an iceberg. Yeah, no, I think it's a piece of ice. Where are you?
It even looks like there is 3 targets.
Really?
Don't forget to look behind us, Joey. Yeah, no worries.
It's so nerve-wracking. Finding the Japanese whaling fleet is a bit like finding a needle in a haystack, and I know that with a tailing vessel, the chances of finding the Nishimaru are incredibly slim, but at the same time, I'm feeling super optimistic because this target could very well be the Nishimaru.
What's that out there? 11 o'clock? Maybe
10:30. That's pretty big.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Where are you?
Helicopter pilot Jahnel is attempting to discover the identity of a mystery ship spotted on the Bob Barker's radar. If it's the Nishimaru, it will be the first time a Sea Shepherd vessel has ever spotted it while being tailed by a whaling ship.
Peter, we'll be relieved if we find the Nishin. Oh yeah, because he's got a tail at the moment, right? Yeah. What's that out there? 11 o'clock? Maybe
10:30. That's pretty
big. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
That's it. We have a visual on 3 ships.
Very confident that it is the Nishimaru and
the 2 U-ships.
We have them for sure.
Hello there, you mother. They must be feeling happy to see us again. I mean, I bet they felt lonely without us.
Hello, Nishimaru. This is your friendly little Seawatt. Thank you, and nice to see you again. I look forward to accompanying you for a little while. Hope you don't mind.
They're running southwest. I think the priority is going to be getting the bob on them. All right. If we could catch them up. I mean, I don't know if he's faster than them at the moment.
We're gonna have to pick up a bit more speed. Go up to 87. Irwin, is that all right?
Sure,
But the Nishimaru traveling at top speed, the repairs to the Bob Barker's engine will be put to the test.
The range is decreasing.
We're gaining very, very slowly. They're a lot faster this year, aren't they? Can we push this anymore?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's nerve-wracking. Once I pick up speed to cover this area as quickly as possible, I'm still hesitant and still worried that I may not be able to make the speed to keep up with the factory ship. Is it vibrating a bit more? No? Do you mind going down and having a look?
We just found the Nishimaru, so we've got to push the engines back up to full power. The fact that we had the engine issue earlier, has me a little concerned, about whether we're going to be able to keep pushing it for a long period of time to catch up to them.
We're really gaining on them now. Everything look good?
Yep.
Yep, no barking or anything?
We hit it here.
Temperatures are all the same?
Yep.
Purring like a kitten, Campbell said.
Good. Wow, they've slowed down, haven't they? Well, I think they decided that they couldn't outrun us. The engines did as well.
Yep.
It appears the repairs to the engine have been a success, and the Bob Barker is now slowly gaining on the factory ship. They'll be on the slipway in a matter of hours.
You see them visually now?
Oh yeah, I see them. Yoo-hoo!
The Nishimaru is the only vessel that can actually process any of the dead whales, so by shutting down the Nishimaru, we shut down the entire fleet.
The Sea Shepherd's strategy for stopping the whalers is to use their ships to physically block the transfer of whales from the harpoon ships to the slipway of the Nishimaru.
The Antarctic is really the last frontier as far as it comes to wilderness. And for me, this is about more than just the whales that we'll save through our interventions. Stopping the Nishimaru is very much a stance against exploitation in the Antarctic.
How far away is the Steve?
With the Shonan Maru still following them, the Steve Irwin joins the Bob Barker on the tail of the Nishimaru.
That is awesome.
It's been a campaign of missed opportunities and failures. But now, for the first time all season, both the Irwin and Barker have their nemesis in their crosshairs.
Morning, Sid. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. You can just leave. We'll just follow you.
All right, we're just going to settle in then.
And I'll speak to you later.
All right, thanks.
This is also the first time all season that they've been truly outnumbered.
We've got the entire fleet together. We have 2 ships behind us and there's harpoon ships that are guarding the back of the Nishimaru. We really don't know what they're doing, but it's a huge relief to know that we're currently keeping up with them. We're just waiting to see what card they play next.
Today's the day we've been hoping for all campaign. We have the Nishimaru firmly in sight, and there's no getting away from us.
It is early morning in the Antarctic.
We have the Nishin and 2 Yushins there.
Captain Hammersted's ships are chasing the Nishimaru and 2 flanking harpoon vessels.
Where's that other Yushin?
Still keeping safe distance.
The Yushimaru 3 and the whaler's security ship are lurking behind the Sea Shepherd vessels 1.5 miles away.
Oof, this weather is nasty.
The Sea Shepherds are trying to get to the Nishin slipway, but the weather has become fierce. Large ocean swells are getting bigger and slowing their advance.
The Yushimaru just turned right at us.
What are they doing? I don't know the intentions of the harpoon vessels, but they're coming straight to us. My fear is that their intention is to try to get us to lose the Nishimaru.
The 2 harpoon ships that were flanking the Nishin have turned and taken up position behind the Sea Shepherd vessels, along with the remaining Yushin. Suddenly, the Sea Shepherds are the ones being chased.
What are they doing? Are they still coming towards us?
The first one is charging for us.
The harpoon vessels are behind us, and they keep closing in.
They're really coming for us.
The only thing that goes through my mind is that the whalers are coming to beat us up.
We're going to be trying something.
Steve Irwin, this is Nishimaru. Keep away from our ship. As a security measure, we will start towing out. Please acknowledge.
Yushin 2's got to land in the water.
One of the Sea Shepherd's own tactics is about to be used against them. Prop fouling. The Yushins are trailing thick lines. If the Sea Shepherds run over them and the lines become tangled in their propellers, it could severely damage and disable their ships.
Bob, Steve?
Hey, Sid.
The Yushimaru is winging at 15 knots with the intention to tow a line.
I
think the whalers and the harpoon ships picked the time for this attack very specifically. I think that they tried to time it so the weather would really stop us from being as effective as we could be. We can't put the small boat in the water in these conditions, and we might not be able to defend our ships at all.
The harpoon ships are within a mile and they're not slowing down, so I need to have a plan.
They're launching an attack on the Sea Shepherd ships in bad weather. This is something that we have not prepared for.
Yeah, right. Okay, well,
Let me call you back. I just need to think.
All right, Peter, understood.
This is the first time that we came down here without Paul. The real benefit that you have with Paul's presence is that he can act on instinct and act quickly. We don't have that now that he's not present. It's different without Paul.
Oh my God.
They're very close to us.
Are they trailing a line, Ben?
Yeah, that usually is trailing a line.
Given that the harpoon vessels are faster and more maneuverable than the Bob Barker, it'll be very, very difficult to avoid these lines and still stay on the slipway of the Nishin Maru.
there's not that much we can do when they're this much faster. Do you have any ideas?
Peter keeps asking me what to do, and tension of the bridge is high. We don't know what to do anymore. It's really not what we want.
What do you think about launching the Gemini? The priority will be cut that line of the harpoon ship.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Is it too sketchy?
Peter is willing to put the boats on the water, but the seas are so rough and we don't want to injure our crew. We don't want to risk their lives.
With 5-meter swells and 20-knot winds, launching the Gemini in such harsh conditions would be unprecedented for the Sea Shepherds.
These are conditions that we've never launched in before. They're so rough that we wouldn't even usually be out on deck at this point. I'm not convinced that we can launch the boats in these conditions.
Sid, Peter.
Go ahead, Peter.
What do you think about us launching the Gemini? It's pretty sketchy conditions, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's no point. We won't be able to cut any cables at that speed anyway.
When I make the suggestion to launch the small boat, my crew is quite hesitant, but if we don't launch the small boat, we could lose the Nishin Maru. And one thing that I've learned from sailing for so long with Captain Paul Watson is that he always keeps the main goal always in focus, which is how many whales we save. And so I can't risk losing the Nishin Maru.
I don't really see any other option but to try with the Gemini. Can you tell Phil we gotta get the Gemini sound the action stations? So let's get that boat uncovered.
I was sleeping when I got a knock on my door.
The Russians came in and they have been trailing lines and trying to make us lose ground on the Nishin.
She had informed me that Peter decided to go ahead and launch the boats.
Phil Peterson, the Barker's lead boat driver, is a veteran Sea Shepherd who has logged countless hours out on the high seas.
Let's get that boat on the bulwarks, quick.
Just getting the boats off on a calm day is a choreography of chaos.
Ready on your lines!
So trying to get the boat in the water in these conditions is going to be extremely difficult and extremely dangerous.
Might be a little bumpy.
Peter Hammerstead pretty regularly listens to the input of his officers in these situations. But this time I was not asked, and I'm really pissed off.
Here they come.
When the Ushins cross in front of the Sea Shepherds, the Bob Barker and Steve Irwin will have no choice but to slow down to avoid entangling the trailing lines in their propellers. This will allow the Nishin Maru to slip away.
Sid, Peter.
Yeah, go ahead, Peter.
As soon as this Yushin decides to cross our bow, that's when we're going to slow down and launch the boat.
All right.
Be ready to go.
They will have to launch quickly, because with every second it takes, their ultimate prize will slip further and further away.
Let's get the boat team in.
At this point, there's a lot of pressure. I know Peter's expecting me to get the boat in the water straight away, but there's always that playoff between how quickly we can do it and how slowly we need to do it to make sure everyone survives it.
They're trying to cut ahead of me now. Slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
We've slowed down. Let's get that boat in, Anna.
Quick.
Anna, breathe. Quick, quick, quick. Hang on.
Take that swing out.
slow down. Let's get that boat in, Anna.
Captain Hammerstead has ordered one of their small boats to help defend against the swarming harpoon ships. However, there are currently 5-meter swells.
Hang on.
And the deck team has never launched in seas this rough.
Easy! Wait! Take that swing out!
Anna, bridge, quick. All right, Oona, let's bring it up. 70.
Bring up 70. How far is the Nishan? 10 nautical miles away?
11 miles.
Slowing down for the launch allowed the Nishan Maru to gain 6.5 miles. The Gemini will have to cut the Yushin's lines for the Sea Shepherds to have any hope of staying with the factory ship. To cut the lines, the Sea Shepherds will use a gas-powered hydraulic clamp, the jaws of life. It is capable of slicing through the thick steel cable.
We purposely bought the jaws of life to cut cable in good conditions. And the fact that the conditions are so bad, it's probably about a 10 out of 10 as far as danger is concerned.
All right, this is gonna be pretty tough, you guys. Jeez, I'll cut it. You hold it.
As one of the Yushins prepares to cross in front of the Barker,
Getting closer.
the Gemini has limited time to cut the line.
Get ready, it's like 3 meters. A little closer.
If they fail, the Bob Barker will need to slow down again and lose more ground to the Nishan.
Grab it. Crap.
Are they having any luck with that line? They seem to be struggling. Oh, come on.
All right, I got it. Drive it, Beast. Grab it.
Ask if they got it.
No.
Take up the speed, Oona. Bring it down to 50.
50.
There's their line. 30.
30. Okay.
What's their range now?
15 miles.
So frustrating.
We know that they're superior vessels and they've got faster speed, but this is the first time that we're seeing them do this so aggressively. Stop it.
Zero pitch.
Deck bridge, buoy is clear. Missed, it's missed. Over, you are clear.
Okay, pick it up. To see the harpoon ships cut across our bow, take a full 360-degree circle, and within a couple of minutes cut across again is a little shocking. These bastards are going to come right back in.
Just running in one after the other here. Gotta get the small boat on that thing.
Unless the Gemini is able to cut these trailing lines, it's going to be a big challenge to try and keep up with the Nishan Maru.
One of the harpoon ships is now attempting to cross the Bob from the starboard side. The Gemini will have just minutes to cut the cable before they can do so.
A little closer. Grab it. Hold the cable.
This cable could easily catch somebody and flip them out of the boat. It could break their neck. Obviously, we have a task to do, but I'm not about to do this operation if I think my crew's going to get hurt.
Watch your head.
Here comes the Yushin.
Where's the Gemini? Are they even close to cutting it?
No.
We're going in. Okay, that's looking good. Grab it. You got it. Crap, they're turning to the Bob now.
They're turning out. I don't think the Gemini's gonna make it before they cut in front of us.
Take off the speed, Oona. 50. 40%. 30. There's their line. Okay, bring it up all the way up to 80.
Mission is disappearing in the fog.
Are they having any luck with that line?
Grab the line.
Come on, guys. Gemini, we really need you guys to hurry up. We're losing too much ground.
We're having trouble grabbing the cable. Can you grab it?
Rough out here.
Yeah, it is.
The cables are moving, the boat's moving all over the place because of these seas. And Peter Hammerstead has no concept of how rough it really is out there.
Geez, lift the cable up so it doesn't catch!
They're not really getting anywhere close to cutting that line, are they?
No.
Gemini, Bob, I need you to cut the cable.
I'm getting more and more pissed off every time he says to cut these cables because my crew's going to get hurt.
What's the Gemini doing?
The Gemini has stopped.
Just stop?
We made multiple attempts to cut the cable with the hydraulic jaws, but at this point I realized that it wasn't going to happen, and we retreated.
Is there another harpoon ship coming in on us?
Yeah. It's right on us.
Gemini, Bob Barker. Gemini, Bob Barker, come in.
Okay.
Gemini, bridge. Gemini, Bob Barker, answer the radio. Answer the radio. Can you climb on the sat phone?
Yeah. Gemini, Bob Barker, do you copy?
They certainly hear it, they're just not answering. Gemini, Bob Barker, answer the radio.
Getting closer.
It's right on us.
For hours, the Sea Shepherds have battled the whalers in dangerous 5-meter swells. If the harpoon ships make one more pass with their trailing lines, the Sea Shepherd's main target, the Nishin Maru, will be lost.
Nishin's really pushing it. We're losing ground here.
But the small boat team has withdrawn from their mission to gut the lines.
Gemini, Bob Barker, answer the radio.
Okay.
I'm so pissed off.
Did you see them, Ben?
No.
Here. Hey, Peter, go ahead.
You have a visual on the Gemini, right?
No, we do not.
Okay, thank you.
Gemini.
It's coming on starboard.
Gemini, Bob Barker, stop what you are doing and answer the radio.
Usually start to catch up with us.
Gemini, Bob. Gemini, Bob. It's not coming in closer?
Yeah.
We really need their help here.
It's closer to us.
I'm speaking up too.
It was so fast. I can't really do that much. We're gonna lose Venetian. Where are they?
Almost a beam, almost a beam.
Bring in the flag. Quick, quick, quick.
Here, Peter.
Look out, guys.
Clear the door.
Stay clear of us.
They're turning to port side, so they will end up in front of us again.
Here they come.
Bring it down, 48%.
Tell me when I'm clear of their line.
Where's the nation?
They disappeared from radar.
Here. Fusion 3 is on starboard quarter again. Captain.
Fusion Maru 3 is coming in closer.
The Sea Shepherds have lost the Nishin Maru. And with no sign of the Gemini, the Yushins continue their attack.
I think he's coming.
They're turning now.
He's down. Hold on.
Brace for impact.
Oh my god.
Next time on Whale Wars.
The Irwin, we've had a collision. A lot of sand ribs.
Yeah, there's cracks.
At this point, I feel darkness is starting to set in on this campaign.
closing.
It's been very hard this year. There's been a lot of frustration with Peter.
We've lost the Nishan on radar now. It's been a disastrous season, but none of that matters. What matters is that the only hope that these whales have is of us getting on that slipway. Try to cut their cable.
Yeah! Screw you, you should marry number 3.
Paul Watson always says that it's not really about how many times you get pushed back. It's how many times you get back into the fight.
Try it again!
And we're going to give the whalers one heck of a fight.